Hello everyone, it's been a while since I've spoken to you like this. I hope you've been well. It's good to be back. Today I'm going to be talking about Blur.
Con might say, con might say, con might say, con.
If this is your first time here, don't forget to click subscribe if you're maybe learning guitar and want to learn some rock songs, like watching guitar covers and songwriting analysis and stuff like that. Some of you may have seen last week I covered 3 Blur songs, which you can click in a YouTube card. I still remember listening to Parklife, the song, on the radio, and just being blown away by it. The first album that I owned may come as a bit of a surprise to a lot of you, given that the name of this channel is Khan Might Say, which is named after an Oasis song, Some Might Say. But the first album I owned was actually a Blur album. Yeah, and it was this, Parklife, which is on cassette. Now, for you young people, a cassette is a physical manifestation of an MP3. I guess you could say, and here it is. And you used to get like an inlay with the album, and this is what it looked like for Parklife. And you can see there's 16 songs, which is, it's a lot of songs, but Blur used to put about 16 songs on their albums. So after I listened to this to death, the next Blur album that I got heavily into was Modern Life is Rubbish, which is their second album, and my favourite song off that is For Tomorrow, and that's my cover of it there, if you want to watch that. Favourite Blur song of all time, absolutely love that song. I've got to say, yeah, I've only actually watched them live once. Didn't watch them in the 90s. I watched them in 2012 when they did a concert for the closing of the Olympics in Victoria Park, which is just up the road from where I live. And it was the original lineup with Graham Coxon, because he left the band for a little while for the album Think Tank. But yeah, they were absolutely great. Really, really good band. All very, very good musicians. I think Alex James, the bassist, is a massively underrated bassist. Very melodic as well as rhythmic, lots of notes in between chord transitions. One of my favourite bass lines is Girls and Boys. Graham Coxon's just an amazing guitarist as well, incredibly gifted, very talented. And the drummer, Dave Rowntree, awesome. If you want a great drum track to listen to by him, Bank Holiday, which is on Parklife, the drumming on that's just incredible. I love the whimsical sound element to their sound, like the kind of humorous, kind of almost like with the instrumentation that they chose and some of the sounds that they have, it's kind of got this sort of comic, it's like not non-serious element to the sound, which I love about Blur. And last but not least, Damon Albarn, the main songwriter in the band, one of my favourite songwriters of all time, very eclectic, went on to do Gorillaz, which was also good, but his stuff in Blur I think was exceptionally good. What I really love about his songwriting is the drifting between different keys in the same song. So a verse will be in a particular key, and then suddenly you don't notice, but there's a subtle key change, and yeah, I really love that. It does that really well. So yeah, Blur, big part of my growing up, big part of my teenage years, and their music is wonderful. So if you enjoyed this video and you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe, and I will, in my next video, teach you the riff to a Blur song called Music Is My Radar. It's very simple, it's easy to play, so it's good if you are learning the pentatonic scale on the guitar. So look out for that. I will see you next time.
Con might say